Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Saturday, May 28th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind, of course, per usual, this is a general daily read for all 12 signs. So just take what resonates. But as well, I do want to thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and of course, subscriptions to this channel if you haven't done so already. We'll begin by pulling an overall focus, overall energy from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck, and then we'll further speak upon the day with a layered spread using the Light Seers Tarot. So let's do some shuffling. Tired but productive is what I just heard. For my beautiful souls for this upcoming Saturday. For Saturday. Courage. Okay, I feel the need to pull one more. Okay, I'm not going to take this one. There could be a little bit of chaos that just feels unnecessary in a situation. But with two falling onto the ground, we have passage and flexibility. I was pushed to think about the flexibility card when it came to the current day that I'm in, which is the day before the Friday that we did a reading for yesterday. Anyways, I do feel as if you're pushed to be flexible in how you go about accomplishing what you need to throughout this Saturday, feeling as if there is a lot to accomplish, or you just feel as if there's a necessary amount that needs to get done, and then there could be certain disturbances or chaos or just obstacles potentially to move in and out of, right, or to overcome once again. I just feel as if you're pushed to recognize that you will accomplish what you need to throughout this day. Don't fret or stress over how you go about it or getting something done before something else, if that makes sense. I feel as if that didn't come out the best way it was meant to, in the best way it was meant to, but we have courage as the overall focus. There's going to be points in this day where you have to have the courage to speak up, okay? To use your voice to better a situation, or to maybe, they're saying protect somebody, or stand up for somebody. I feel like there's an energy or two potentially you could encounter throughout this day who are a bit feisty, unnecessarily angry, frustrated. It just feels like people need to breathe, okay? And your courage comes into play for more than one reason, in more than one situation. They're saying more than one conversation. All right. For my beautiful souls for Saturday. Nine of Pentacles. So this day is about reaching for your independence, and I feel like they're definitely intertwined. However it ends up working for you, whether you're working a job, making money, running a business, you're just running around doing, completing errands, socializing, I feel as if there's an independent vibe exuding from you as you stand up for what feels right to you in one way, shape, or form. I do feel like there's a lack of celebration in the air. For whatever reason, it just feels like people aren't super thrilled. But I do sense that if you're drawn to this reading, you could be one of those people that in the situation or multiple situations throughout the Saturday where you just, you are having more fun than those around you, or you're trying to spark a bit of enjoyment within a situation. It feels as if you know you can't fully celebrate success yet. Does that make sense? There's a level of success at the end of this Saturday or down the line a couple weeks ahead, a couple months ahead. There's something you're thinking about goal-wise where you know you can't celebrate it yet, but when the time comes, you can, okay? Yeah, it just feels like people are stressed and they need to relax. It's as if the universe is trying to put an end to a situation that's going to be more stress than it's worth in the future. You'll be reminded of that throughout this Saturday. They're now saying again, you'll need to stand up for what's right. Okay, I'm not going to take this one, but we do have the Queen of Cups in reverse, but I feel as if it's the sense of you wanting to gain a level of control or wanting to do what's right for you or in for others potentially. To have that courage once again, but then being pushed to put it in the upright position when need be throughout this day, to do what you have to do, to say what you need to say to make a difference, to have that courage, but then at other points put your hands up and say, I can't control it all, right? A sense of emotion floating around in the air as well, okay? Let the difficulty subside is what I'm hearing. But we also have the Six of Swords. You're thinking about sailing away from a situation. You could be thinking thoroughly about how you would love for a situation throughout the day to come to an end so you can move towards a level of peace, serenity, just wrap up the day. You may just want the day to sort of speed by for one reason or another, not feeling quite in the mood. But I do feel like there's a reminder throughout this day of the type of energies that are not meant for you and the type of energies that are more suited for you along your path at this point for you individually, okay? I do also feel as if you may feel as if certain people are recognizing that you're not a perfect energy for them. So be it, okay? It goes both ways. But I do sense that it's a bit of a fast-paced day, okay? And all the meanwhile putting in that hard work for whatever reason. And there's just a level of people expecting the worst. And it's like everyone needs to keep their chin held higher, bring it back up, and recognize that things are going to work out, okay? It feels like in the midst of potentially noticing what's not working in a situation, desiring more, okay? Thinking about world travel, you could be even finding that sparking within certain conversations, talking about different parts of the world. They're saying tattoos. I do feel as if there's a level of work that's needed throughout this day, and it reminds you of the courage that you have within you to make a change you need that feels necessary in the near future, okay? Let's keep pulling. I do feel as if it's a day where the wheel's churning for you individually, regardless of how that's going to work for you. I do sense a level of needing to put the other foot down and ground oneself, especially if you're empathic throughout this day. Other people could have the potential to get the best of you, okay? Or just affect you in a negative sense. So just take a deep breath and don't do your best to prevent that, okay? Don't hold any grudges. Don't allow for oneself to bring any complications or difficulties or annoyances from the previous days into this Saturday. That's coming through loud and clear. I do sense as well, there's a part of you that needs to remember you're not who you used to be, okay? Whether it's you're working a type of job you used to work, or you're interacting with people that you once did, or the type of people you used to, there's just a big reminder that you've changed a ton over time, okay? With justice here, I do sense that there's a level of justice being gained in regards to it could be money increase, it could be other forms of abundance, but I feel like there's a level of justice taking place, even if it's not sort of all completely visible. I sense that there's justice taking place due to you individually standing up and having the courage to do what's right for you and potentially other people once again, okay? But I do sense that someone's a bit emotional around you. Try to keep a distance if you can't do anything to assist them. But with the Death and Rebirth card and the Devil card, I truly feel like in the midst of being overworked and potentially overthinking throughout this day, Spirit being very consistent in speaking to you or through you, depending on how spiritually connected you are, there's a reminder that you're going through a bit of a death and rebirth. You could find that a situation's changing very much. So, in a very throw it up in the air and see how things end up kind of way. You may feel as if you just need a bit of clarification on how that situation's meant to transform, how it's meant to end up moving forward. We also have the Hanged Man, okay? I do feel as if it's not you needing an adjustment in perspective throughout this day, it's somebody else that needs to just switch their perspective, their mindset, to be more positive, to expect the best, or just to not affect the energy in the air in a negative way. But I do also sense that what you're watering in general throughout this day and surrounding it is very successful, okay? Monetary gain, attention. And I do feel as if there's a need to remember the positives, the silver lining in the situation, to keep your goals in mind, but not to stress over them all the meanwhile, as I do feel like things could feel a little bit all over the place throughout this Saturday, as memories do come back to be within one's mind, heart, and soul. Okay? It's a day to accomplish what you need to and have the courage to stand up and make a difference when you feel it's right for you and others in a situation. But don't overdo it all the meanwhile. And that is coming through in more than one way. Do your best not to over exude, overdo it, or over speak. Okay? Be strategic and move forward and accomplish what you need to throughout the Saturday, and try to enjoy oneself all the meanwhile. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing Saturday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.